Hi my friends, failure, setback, problems, insurmountable issues, non-cooperation, obstacles. You know what these are? They are all excuses. I am going to discuss a very interesting Olympic mindset. Optimistic and a positive perspective. Just imagine how many lakhs of people will be practicing in any game. In fact, whatever we are discussing, it applies not only to sports people, not only to Olympic or cricket or chess, it applies to every human endeavor. The question is, do you want to be on a world-class situation? You can even be a farmer, you can be a teacher, you can be a preacher, you can be anybody. You can be an artisan, you can be a carpenter. Do you want to be on the world-class list? So whatever that we are discussing, it's common to all those. I told you some time back that there is an outcome, and for that outcome there has to be a process, and the process there has to be a knowledge and skill. That formula applies to every walks of life. So, how do you motivate yourself when you face problems? I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, all right, let us alt control delete obstacles, let us alt control delete disturbances, let us delete alt control delete distractions, and then you win. You mean to say you're going to feel happy about it, excited about it? Can you go and tell your colleagues that there was no traffic at all, the road was empty, and I reached on time? Will you say that? So whatever I am discussing now applies to all walks of life, especially to a game of sports. In fact, we should learn a lot from the sports people. We should learn a lot from the politicians. Because in both of them, there is going to be a tough competition from unexpected quarters. So I am going to discuss a few things. A happy predisposition is a great foundation to become an Olympic ace. It's easier to deal with everyday challenges when you are naturally happy and going. Now, you feel happy, you feel excited. When you feel happy and excited, everyday challenge will be motivating you. When you start the day with a morning, oh, another day has come, then even small little disturbances will be big impediments for you. To keep a positive perspective, understand that every day I am learning something new. All the other attributes of an Olympic mindset will help you to do just that. Fundamental to all these things is your determination, your excitement. You are living for a cause. You need to ask yourself, what is the purpose of my living? You know, in organization there is a statement, mission statement, vision statement. You define your vision. You defined your mission in life. I defined my mission in life 30 years ago. I said my mission is to make a difference in others' life. to make a difference in others' life. Then I start wondering, what all I can do to make a difference in others' life. I could have defined my mission as to make money, to become popular, to be happy. But then, when I defined it to make a difference in others' life, I started helping schools. I started helping organizations. I started an email newsletter. There was a point of time when I was sending about 4,500 emails a day. For what? Nothing. Except the mental satisfaction it started giving me. I started sending a newsletter every day. I went and announced people, on a day when you don't receive my email newsletter, take it, I am dead. So your predisposition, your mental fitness comes from your mental health. You need to ask yourself, what am I doing? I was reading a book on infinite mindset. I thought I should share this story with you. Ask yourself, why am I doing what am I doing? Sometime back, I discussed with you Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. When you are inspired by a great cause, your limitation disappear. You rediscover yourself. Your dormant forces comes out and you find yourself in a new exciting world. I was talking about it some time back. I'm going to tell a story. It's a history actually. You know, in Russia, in Leningrad, between September 1941 to January 1944, there was a siege, Hitler's siege of Leningrad. That means no food, no drink will enter, ceased. For 900 days, this siege continued. Millions of people died out of starvation. In fact, one author who escaped from that siege writes, a 3-year-old baby died. The mother of the 3-year-old baby sliced the dead body of the 3-year-old baby to feed her second child, to keep her living. Gruesome. For 900 days, resulting in death of millions of people. But unknown to many people, in the heart of Leningrad, there was a huge storage of seeds. There was a huge storage of potatoes, thousands and tons of potatoes, cereals, rice, wheat. Where did it come from? There was a person called Nikolai Vinov. And this agriculturist, Nikolai Vinov, this botanist, was born in 1887. He died in 1943. I'll come to it a little later. He saw the worst of the Russian famine in his younger days, and his quest was to find which seed is going to give the maximum yield. He set up a small R&D. Collected seeds from all over the place, from all the villages. And he was experimenting to find out disease-resistant seeds. Seeds which will get high yield. So that he wanted to put an end to the hunger of the society. And he became so obsessed with his mission that he resigned his job in 1920s to take it up as a full-time basis. The Russian government got interested in his project and it adopted the project. A lot of scientists also joined him. And his dream was to have a poverty-free Russia. Unfortunately, in 1922-23, there was a Russian revolution and Joseph Stalin became the head of the state. And according to Stalin, nobody should be more popular than him. And he was there from 1923 to 1957. And he started attacking every one of his opponents. Unfortunately, Nikolai's name was there in his hit list. He was arrested in 1940, around that time. And he was imprisoned in a concentration camp by Joseph Stalin. And he was tortured, interrogated for hours together. Some of the interrogation continued for about 13 hours, 14 hours. What was the aim? To shatter him, to destroy his spirit. But Nikolai decided not to succumb to this. He was denied food, no water, nothing was given to him. And the man who wanted to find a solution to the world's poverty died of hunger in 1943. But the mission of Nikolai started spreading. All his scientists were working on the seed, on the huge collection of seeds. There were hundreds of scientists working secretly. And one of his scientists who later on escaped from the concentration camp writes a book that amidst all the storage of seeds and wheat and whatnot, these scientists were working without eating, because these seeds were collected not to be eaten for food but to be researched. Secretly they will go and research, sow these, check the yield. At this time, Hitler siege started. And Hitler came to know about this somewhere. This storage of huge amount of food grain is there. And lot of research papers. He wanted to take away all the seeds and all the papers to Germany. But these scientists were determined. What was collected for the prosperity of the mankind should not be given to one man, to one country. And inside the same godown, the storage area, scientists were working, and he says 9 of them died out of hunger. Their determination was very, very clear. Their focus was very, very clear. We will not allow our spirit to be destroyed. And one such person who escaped the concentration camp says, his name is Vadim Leknovich. He says, we were not able to get up, we were not able to speak, we were not able to move our limbs. In spite of that, we did not touch even one grain of food. And he said, our determination was such that it was not difficult for us not to eat, because we were very, very focused. This is our foundation. This is the cause for which we were living. You can do a research on this. This is what is called just cause. Today morning I was talking to my students. One student raised the question to me, "Sir, we are being pushed in various directions. In the school, they want us to be disciplined. They want us to concentrate. They give us homework. My parents say, do this, don't do that. But we want to do that, I don't want to do this." We are pulled in various directions. On one side, we have huge portions to be completed. On the other side, the entire entertainment industry is wanting to be with them. How do I sign up? Where do I sign up? I told them very clearly, ask yourself, what is the just cause? The word just is very, very important. Is it fair to me? Am I doing justice to myself? Do I have a mission in life? Do I have a vision in life? The moment I own my life, the moment I own my responsibility to myself, that becomes a just cause. That is the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra I am talking about. These achievers have that in mind. That's why their distractions do not destroy them. Distractions will not destroy them. Whereas distractions will motivate them. I told my students, the energy comes not because people ask you to do that, but because you want to own, you want to realize your dream. Otherwise, it's very, very, very difficult to compete at that level. It's easy to give up. So that is my mindset, and now I'm going to introduce you to the next mindset. Olympic mindset number 7. We'll continue it in 2 episodes perhaps. Strong focus. Strong focus. Whether you are a student, whether you are a politician, whether you are anybody, without focus, where are you going? I explained to you some time back, even the sun rays are useless if you are not able to focus. By nature, our mind will disintegrate. By nature, our mind will roam about. By nature, we are not comfortable in having a span of attention on one pointed thing. In this connection, I need to ask yourself, do you want it really? Focus your intentions and they become a reality. What is your intent? The ability to keep focused will serve you well. On your own quest, that's the key word, your quest. It is not my quest. It is not somebody else's quest. It is not the mission of the company. It is not the vision of the company. It is not the shareholder's wish. What is your quest in life? That is the only thing which will help you. While on this, I have an amazing quotation from Serena Williams. If you can keep playing tennis, when somebody is shooting a gun down the street, that is concentration. Just imagine you start playing tennis or you start playing shuttlecock, somebody is bombing. Can you keep focusing? Either you can use distractions as an excuse, or you can use distractions as vitamins, so that they say, let it happen anything, I am going to focus on this. So the ability to focus is very, very important. But at the same time, even focusing and concentration is a skill to be learnt. Anything is a skill. My speaking is a skill. Writing is a skill. Cricket playing is a skill. Shooting an episode is a skill. Dancing is a skill. Singing is a skill. You have to practice. We are all used to practicing distractions. We are not used to practicing concentration. You need to ask yourself, what is my span of control? How long can I focus uninterruptedly? There is the total span. Is it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes? Recent research says that the average span of concentration is not more than 18 seconds. That's why the advertisements are not more than a few seconds. From out of that, how are you going to improve? How do you improve your skill of concentration? I'm going to take you through 4 steps. What are those 4 steps? Wait for the next episode.
SRMJV is not just a school, it's a one-time experience.
VM Nagar, Tiruvallur,